Migration and mutation of foods in countries bordering the Atlantic Circle. Food is an integral part of the culture in most countries around the world. It fosters an environment for conversation, bonding, comfort, and in some cases, survival. We set out to demonstrate the connection between the food and each country's culture, as well as figure out the migration patterns of the food among the countries of Spain, South Africa, Argentina, and Brazil. More specifically, we were trying to find out what foods were imported to each country and changed it. What we found instead was something a little different. The first question we asked in each country was about the relationship between the foods and each culture.
Paella will be the most famous paella is from Valencia. So no, it's not actually from Seville or it's not from Andalusia. It doesn't belong to us. It belongs to Valencia. We like to do with the seafood. So probably we just made that influence on the paella. The Valencian paella, it will have rabbit, and that one we will put seafood. So now is part of our culture.
Okay, sampan beans,
yes,
or pap.
Okay.
The recommended meal in South Africa. I think it's simply because they grow up eating that, so it's like that. It's in their blood. I mean, they like it. They expect that now to be present, whatever you are doing.
From a cultural point of view, is that food carries a lot of meanings beyond just keeping you alive. So the cultures always pick certain foods to make their own, to make themselves, give them a sense of meaning, sense of identity, and also sometimes even to mark off different types of people in the society. And so food has lots and lots of significance in terms of diversity and who's at the top, who's at the bottom, men and women, and all kinds of things. People like to have foods that they think are traditional, that they say this is our kind of food, this is what makes us different from you, right? And so it's really a rich source of national pride and identity to have certain kinds of foods associated with you as a people.
Yeah. Food has been with humankind for as long as humankind has been on Earth. Most cultures have embraced food to be a part of their heritage and to be a medium through which they can express themselves to the rest of the world. In countries with widespread poverty, such as Brazil and South Africa, food has been more of a means of survival than expression. But even with this in mind, Brazilians and South Africans have traditional cuisines unique to their cultures. In Spain, food is used as a basis for relationship building and a form of national pride. We wondered about the relationship of food and culture in each country, and what we found was that food does indeed play a very significant part in the cultures around the world. Next, we wondered about the migration of foods into and out of our choice countries.
Yeah, we export a lot of fruits. Fruits, we have a lot. I think we are rich in fruit here in the Amazon.
Yeah, it's really diverse.
A lot of species of fruit. We have plantation of rice here, but not in the Amazon. That's in São Paulo, and also the coffee, Salvador. The cocoa, the chocolate, in Salvador also.
Serrano ham, olive oil, and obviously the paella. That's going to be the three ones that are very well known.
What makes some food travel is that in the contemporary world, it may be seen as being part of the modern world, right? To have certain kinds of foods available. And I think we like being cosmopolitan. I think a lot of countries, the fact that they can have Indian food, Chinese food, Japanese food, all kinds of food, makes them feel part of the contemporary modern world. To be modern, to be part of this world now, is to be cosmopolitan, and food really reflects that modernity.
We tried to find which foods were imported into each of the countries we researched, but found that there was a greater amount of exporting being done. A major reason food migrates around the world is because people enjoy having the option to buy international food. This makes them feel like a part of the modern world. Spain and Brazil fulfilling the want for cosmopolitan life because they are large exporters. It allows for dishes around the world to be transformed and enjoyed by another culture. Our third question was the effect income levels can have on what a person or population generally eats.
We are mixed with Indian, so my family, my granny is really wild Indian. She died already about 2 years back now, with 98 years old.
Oh wow!
And our dishes was just like fish. Sometimes meat, but was a little bit, mostly fish and some animals that we kill. Yeah. But here, really, you can find someone up to today. You have like old guys with 102 years. My uncle, up to today, he's still alive. He's 102 years old, and he ride bicycle, and that
Wow.
he only eat like acai, the fruit from the Amazon, fish, and the mandioca flour we call farinha. Yes, the dishes around here is really healthy.
Yeah.
Compared outside, and I heard also that outside they love like hamburgers, really quick food,
Fast food.
And so that's not really good.
Yeah, it's never good. Do you have a lot of fast food here?
No, it's starting from São Paulo and Rio, how it's big
Yeah.
place. So yeah, the fast food also, the people start to like it, but it's not really
It's not good for you.
But yeah, they have it. The McDonald's we have already here in Manaus also.
Now we have a culture that is called tapas, and it's the way we socialize. We go out, we go with friends, and we do the tapas, that they are small dishes, that they are actually cheaper than the fast food. And I don't know, it's just a good thing. It's just socializing. Every time I don't think we can go into much those kind of stuff.
Yeah, you see now there's much more oil and then sometimes more things like cholesterol. I mean, there's a lot of things we are getting because they are fast food, even in chips and all, because they're using oil. But our local, it's quite very, very difficult to get such a things. But we do, but it's very, very, very seldom. It's a homemade. We did it ourselves. Yeah. So there's nothing on it. It's pure.
When you don't have that much money, you want something that's really nutritious and plenty of it. What's ironic is that in the Western world, like the United States, our cheaper food is the least nutritious.
Yeah.
And so you can go to McDonald's, you can go to Pizza Hut, pay very little money, get lots of calories, but not that much nutrition. So places like Latin America, Asia, and Africa, they actually make food that's highly nutritious, doesn't cost that much, and so it has a nice complement of health and low cost.
The socioeconomic status of people significantly impacts what they consume, whether it is for survival or pleasure. In the United States, for example, fast food is less healthy and eaten for luxury. Conversely, in Manaus and Cape Town, local fast food is affordable with a greater nutritional value. Overall, we found that food is an essential part of our society in many ways. For some, it is a chance to reach out to the world around them and feel interconnected. For others, it is a quest to fulfill the proper nutrients in order for survival. No matter your circumstances, there will always be a powerful relationship between food and culture.